If you happen to find a 4-leaf clover, it's meant to bring you luck and good fortune. But all the ones that I've found so far have only had 3 leaves, unfortunately. So who knows? Maybe I should keep looking in the coin direction. So sixpences. Sixpences are also meant to be the coin that brings you luck and good fortune. So love, wealth, happiness, everything good about life, all wrapped up in one tiny little silver coin, the silver sixpence. Also associated forever, in my mind at least, with the rather delicious Christmas pudding. Every year when I come to America for Christmas time, we bring a British Christmas pudding from the UK over to Florida, and we serve it with a very, very nice lemon sauce, which just acts as a counterbalance to the sweetness of the pudding. But yeah, sixpences were traditionally found in the middle of a Christmas pudding, and it brought good luck to the person who found it, unless of course they swallowed it and it did some bad damage to them. So bear that in mind when you see this wonderful selection of silver sixpences that has been submitted for grading by our sixpence fiend over in the Silver Forum, who has already put in for grading quite a lot of these amazingly beautiful and some very rare silver sixpences. So without further ado, let us take a closer look at the silver sixpences that are being sent over to NGC for grading. And usually the particular silver sixpences that this guy sends over are very, very close to the top of their grading population. Some of them are very rare, some of them there's only 1 or 2 that have been graded, but this guy does look out for interesting sixpences and has a very extensive sixpence collection. So let's have a look at the first one. The first one is an 1864 die 18 sixpence. Very, very nice condition. Looks pretty original to me, and hopefully it looks like, I don't know, what do you guys think? It looks like, what, a 62 or a 63. Be interesting to see what it comes out at. Then we've got an 1868 die 10 sixpence. This one also looks to be in pretty good condition. Lots of detail. On young Victoria, I always look first. My eye always goes to the braiding of the hair where the detail is, which gets rubbed off pretty quickly. The reverse looks pretty good as well. Be interested to see how that reverse looks slightly better than the obverse. We shall see how that one turns out. The 1856 short line variation. So this will get submitted to NGC as a variation. I'll need to do a little bit of research just to show myself what the short line variation actually is. But if it's been put on the label here for me, then it's likely to be one that is there in the textbooks somewhere, and hopefully NGC will know it and be able to grade that particular variation. Here's one that was sent before to NGC and came back non-encapsulated because it was cleaned and PVC. If it's cleaned, they will actually put it in a slab. If it's PVC damage, they won't do. So what we're going to try and do is send it to NCS so they can remove the PVC damage, and it will probably come back hopefully in a slab with a details grade for cleaning. So this next one I think is probably the most interesting coin that's here today. This is the Britannia, and this is the sixpence that has a D where the B should be. The D kind of overprints the B of Britannia. Apparently these coins were only ever circulated in Cyprus, and I was told by somebody on Instagram actually that if you're a Cyprus coin collector, this actually qualifies as a Cyprus coin as well as an English coin. here's a bit of a close-up look at it. It's a mystery to me how these things happen, but they did happen quite often, particularly in the Victorian era. And maybe it would be a bit more colourful if they happened a bit more often now, but I guess our technology is a lot better. But lovely to see, and pretty rare coin that is going to be hopefully graded well. So next one down the line is another 1878. This time it is an overdate. So 1878 over a 7. So the 8 is over a 7. If you look underneath the 8 at the end, you can see there was a 7 underneath it. Pretty rare coin, not quite as rare as the Duritania one that we last saw, but still a pretty nice coin to have in a collection, and one that I hope will grade very, very well. Next, we shoot forward to George V and 1923. This one is has already been graded by CGS, and I think there's a lot of people who prefer to have these regraded and put into an NGC slab, maybe to use as part of an NGC registry set, or maybe just because all the other ones in a row are in NGC slabs. But this one got graded very well by CGS, and hopefully it'll have some very good grading at NGC as well. So then we come on to this one, which is quite a special coin. I like this coin very, very much. This particular collector does collect the odd French coin apart from sixpences. So I've seen some of the African head coins for Napoleon that we've graded before and have graded very well. And this one is a Napoleon Bonaparte as Premier Consul, 1 franc coin, very rare coin. And that's also going to be sent for grading. That one is quite a valuable coin, and it'll go in the standard grade tier. Next, we have another George V sixpence. This one is a 1930 sixpence. It got a CGS 88 grade from Coin Grading Services. That should equate to something like a 65, 66 if we're lucky with NGC, although they don't 100% grade exactly as you would expect them to. Sometimes there's a little bit of personal preference that goes in there with the graders as well, but it's a very nice coin, and hoping it'll do pretty well. So that pretty much brings us to the end of the sixpences, and obviously the 1 franc here as well. Looking forward tremendously to see how that 1 franc grades. I think that's a really, really nice coin. And also the sixpences. So I think the next videos we'll have up are the unboxing. So if you like the small mega unboxings, then that should be up tomorrow and Monday in 2 parts.